Danny Acosta for Fight Magazine here with Cesar Gracie fighter. Is that fair to say, Batista?
I guess it feels a little odd, but I guess I'm a part of the team.
How do you feel about Nick's performance tonight here, beating KJ Noons?
It kind of goes without saying, man. It was it was pretty sweet. Yeah. See, it was good. I mean, I saw the first fight, and it was kind of real, upsetting the way they stopped it. And Nick's one of my favorite fighters in the world, man. Just see him to be vindicated like that, because, I mean, I think he knows, in his heart, he's had to sit with this whole time that he was a better fighter than KJ. To lose his title like that just plain out sucked, man. Just come back, and even though he was champ, just to be vindicated and prove to everybody that he is that much better than KJ, it was pretty fucking sweet, man.
Coming to the sport as an 0-0 fighter, Nick Diaz is a well-respected veteran. What do you see in the gym in Nick Diaz that, inspires you to be in this sport and to train and really go after it?
Well, most of all, what I've watched about Nick is he's just so well-rounded, man. He doesn't, focus on one thing. He's well-rounded in everything he does, and he works just as hard as everything he does. To be a well-rounded fighter, and also, working with him and seeing how humble the dude is, man. It's inspiring, man. Because I'm a pretty humble person myself, and I love that a guy can be like such an accomplished fighter. A multi-time world champion, and be that humble and just come down and help out someone like me who's he has no reason to help me, he has no reason to waste his time on me, but he does it because he's a good dude.
The last time we talked, you were in negotiations with Strikeforce. Has there been any progress? I mean, obviously here at the event today.
We're still talking. We're talking. It's going to happen, man. I think it's when and where and how much I'm going to get paid. Those are all the things we're kind of stuck on. But it's going to happen, man, eventually. Yeah.
Still the early part of 2010 or 2011, do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
And Bobby Lashley seems to be the opponent that's out there for you. Is that the first fight do you want, or do you want to get some cage time? He's had that advantage over you.
I'd rather come in and get an experience, at least one fight before we went into that fight, to be honest.
What makes you think that you could go in there and defeat Bobby Lashley?
I'd rather not say right now. Keep that to myself. But honestly, no, I'll go ahead and say, fuck it. I think Bobby's stand-up is shit. I don't think his ground game's going to be nearly as good as mine is working with Cesar. Basically that.
And what strides have you seen in your game since you started training with the Gracie camp?
It's coming up. You can't really say that my jiu-jitsu's getting better, my stand-up's getting better, because it's all just coming up. And I'm getting better, my endurance is getting better, and physically I'm retraining my body to do something new. And every day I train, I'm getting better and better and better and better. The mental part's already there, the physical part's already there. I'm already strong enough, mentally I'm tough enough, I want to do it. I have the durability, I just need to, the experience, and I need the technique, and I need to learn and develop skill. So it's just getting better every day.
Are you hoping to really engage new fans in mixed martial arts? Or are you hoping to bring over your old wrestling friends? Or, what's your hopes for that in terms of Batista as the personality?
I do. It used to be more of a common thing, man, that pro wrestlers were fighters as well. And it seems like that, that just kind of, I don't know, man, it's outdated, or they still do it a lot in Japan, but not so much in the States, man. And I think that's kind of a sad thing, because for me, looking at where wrestling, we've talked about this before, where wrestling has gone with the PG rating, a lot of the guys, they're just not tough guys anymore. That, it just doesn't sit well with me, So, I would like there to be more of a crossover audience, because I'd like to go back and do some more pro wrestling, because I love pro wrestling. It's just, I feel like they, with this new thing that they're doing, and all these freaking guys are worried about how much baby oil they have on, and they're wearing makeup and shit. So I feel like a lot of the respect for professional wrestling has just gone down the drain. And it just makes me sick, personally. It just makes me sick.
So you're not only a fighter now, but you're a throwback fighter.
I'd like to be considered a throwback, because I think a lot of throwback professional wrestlers, I mean, they were a lot more respected, and they were tough guys. And I believe I'm a fighter. I may not have the skill that a lot of guys have, but I grew up on the fucking streets, man. I'm ready to throw down anytime, so I am a fighter at heart.
Dave Batista.